Starting to the top right, we have our Terran player, Keen. If he wins here, he's not in Code S just yet. There could be several scenarios where he's out, but he has a very, very strong position in order to claim one of these spots. He is
MVP Keen.
MVP Keen indeed. There we have him, the commander. This pogo stick. Yes. Bottom right, his opponent. A Protoss player in the group. 1 win, 1 loss. Starting for Startail. It is
Starty Potting.
He is the red Lufa acrobat and very strong Protoss player.
I still don't know how that nickname happened.
It's a long story. You can look it up sometime. But basically, well, actually, I'll just tell you. It's not that long of a story. In most Korean pro gaming houses, when you are a B-teamer, or if you lose a lot in in-house tournaments, you're the person who does the dishes. And Parting was really good at washing dishes and also offered to continue to do so after he lost, or after he became one of the best players in the team.
He's really good at washing dishes.
He really is.
Man, his soap micro is so awesome.
So that's why they gave him the nickname.
You know who's better than him at drying the dishes? The towel tab.
I didn't know. I actually had no idea where you were going with that. I thought you were about to make some reference I didn't know, but
no.
Well, we have a command center first here from Keen, which is not what I expected. And as a result, Parting has actually pulled out of gas. He wants to respond by getting that faster Nexus up himself. Not going to be doing one of these pro pulls. We have seen at these very positions a pro pull with Zealots coming to try to punish that.
Party was lucky enough to spot his opponent's position with the first location that he scouted. Now we have the Nexus for him.
Yep.
And yeah, Keen following it up with the double barracks. Wants to be safe here.
He basically did this exact same build, even with the positioning of his barracks and all, on this very map against the Zerg player, against Shine. So he's basically just doing it. He's like, well, I guess I kill 2 games with 1 build. So far, you can see the win rate down there at the bottom. Both these players have been around for such a long time. They both have over... actually, they have the exact same win rate. That is ironic.
Yeah, pretty much so. Now, of course, the cybernetics are also nearing completion. And yeah, let's see what exactly they are up to. We have also a scouting SV for Keen. He saw what's going on. He sees at the natural that there is an expansion already. Sees everything in the main base. Checks, of course, how many chrono boosts are available. Checks the gases. He has all the scouting information that he needs. And with the first Marines now out on the map, the first thing that Keen does is chase the probe away.
Yeah, the probe running away and the SCV running away as well. The silly chase scene that we have from. What if the probe and the SCV and the Zealot and the Marine all join up, all 4 of them, the Crossfire wins that fight.
Oh, look at that. Whoa, Keen.
This strategy is actually first seen by Flash, going command center first, then using the extra SCV production and the double barracks to counteract. This is something you can do when you see that your opponent has responded by pulling out of gas and getting his own fast Nexus up. There's going to be a lot of bunkering going on here, and Parting is going to really struggle to actually get this Nexus defended. I don't think he can stop the bunkering.
Nice mineral walk here, and he tries to retreat now with the Rose, but yeah, doesn't even have a sentry. He can't use a force field here, and the bunker is going to be finished, especially with all the SCVs that he has here. There's not a lot that Parting can do right now. He's getting a robo, he's not even getting additional gateways, so there is not a lot of production for him.
If he wants to save the Nexus, he has to pull a lot more probes, and he simply did not. Now Keen can send his SCVs home. He already sent them home a long time ago, and this is a great position for him. He starts the 3rd command center. This is a great build. It's very rare, but it's only used on this map in these positions. I've never seen it on any other map, because the rush distance at these positions is pretty close.
We still have SCVs here to repair. One of them just dies, but he needs to really kill this Nexus. If he's not able to do it, then he would fall far behind, but the Nexus is definitely going to die.
Another gateway being added for Parting right now. Looks like he has plans to follow this up with aggression. He wants to go for an immortal attack. Probably... He doesn't have to, he could make a warp prism.
But Keen is playing things safe. He immediately started 2 bunkers at home. He knows that right now he's in a good spot, that he will be able to contain his opponent a little bit longer, but at some point he has to fall back, and that point is now. Oh,
Not
yet.
quite, but very soon.
Yeah,
With a good repair here, he has enough.
Immortal taking a lot of damage here, losing the sheets immediately.
Yeah, and he actually has to wait a little bit longer. This is so annoying. Scan here. This scan is so important because now he knows exactly how many gateways he's facing. Immortal is targeted down. Really nicely done here by Keen.
And he loses it. He's going to run in the main base and try to target down a few probes. That's exactly what he wants to do. He knows he's going to lose every single Marine, but if he can kill a few probes, it's going to be worth it. 1 goes down, 2, 3, maybe a 4th. Not quite. But in total, he killed 6 Harvesters
And
lost
Harding
7.
is actually making a Nexus, or at least he wants to give the illusion that he is to the bunker. He is really going to wait for that. He's already down in Harvesters.
But he is far behind in economy. He has his tech, but we now have 3 orbitals for Keen. He is going for more and more SCVs. He has the mules. He has every ace in his hand.
Yeah, you know, if you're parting right now, you either attack off one base or you try to get the Nexus up and catch up. You attack off one base though against Keen, who you know he's preparing back at home. You even see it with your Observer who's got the bunkers. You lost your Immortal. It's like, well, that doesn't seem like a good idea. But making the Nexus doesn't seem too appealing either, considering that I lost a lot of Harvesters to those Marines just now, plus the Harvesters I lost earlier on. Keen's had that base up much longer than me, and I have to wait for the Nexus to finish before I can even get my natural back up. Oh, it's the Keen squad. He wants to go for sentries. He will not get any.
Yeah, he kills a probe. That's what he can do now. Oh, he killed actually more than only 1 probe.
2, yeah.
The second one. And every Harvester counts at this point. All the energy, all the chrono energy that Harding at this point has to use goes into economy because he needs to get more Harvesters. He's down 10 Harvesters already. 10. And the mules in addition to
and
that.
triple mules and triple SV production. And he knows it. He's been in the base of the Observer. He knows what's going on over there. It's not a secret. He's taking gas as natural. He's getting a forge. He just wants to play this economically handicapped. He's just going to try it. He's going to go for it. He wants to take a good engagement later on. He wants to take some sort of risk to catch up later. But right now, he's not taking those risks.
This is starting to get a little bit stressful, especially for Parting. I mean, he has to come up with some kind of... Yeah, he has to come up with some kind of answer to this big problem that he has. How do I get ahead now? I'm so far behind at this point. How do I actually get ahead? How do I hit a timing or get into a position where I can just force a good fight upon my opponent and take it? Keen is already 30 supply ahead of him. Is getting the upgrades fast, is getting missile turrets just in case.
Yeah, he's doing everything right. The +1 coming out for Keen is even ahead of the +1 armor he's coming out for his opponent Parting here. Combat Shields is almost done. He's going to hit with this timing with his Medivacs. Combat Shields. Stim is, of course, already done. No +1. He won't have +1 when he hits with this attack, but he will be able to force a cancel at Parting's 3rd. And if he comes into that base at the right time and cuts Parting off and Parting gets stuck in that choke point, he's not even going to be able to fight.
Pretty huge task force now at the bottom right, and 54 army supply against 30. Combat Shield is just now done. The Medivacs join the battle. This is so much aggression right now. Parting needs a 3rd base, but can he defend it? That's the big question.
This Observer is so critical right now. It lets him know which way that Keen is actually going to kill him. And Keen wishes he could scan and kill it now, but he just used his scan. Because if you're in that choke point, you're on the wrong side of where Keen's army is, you will never win that fight in this matchup.
Storm has just started. The Parting Storm.
The Parting Storms are pretty good, almost as good as Rainstorms. Keen is moving actually with a small force now down to the Nexus. His second force is coming into the natural. This is what you can do when you have this huge lead like this. You could basically say, well, Parting, you don't have enough army on either side, so I'm just going to split you in half like a piece of paper.
That's exactly what he's attempting to do. He needs to be careful, though. Both units, both armies are running in. He's trying to snipe this 3rd base, and I guess he's going to get it. The rest of his army is trying to distract
He
Parting.
took out a Templar. He may get a second one. The second one does survive.
The big story is, though, that his 3rd is gone.
Yep. Parting did not have enough units on either front to be able to prevent that.
And now we have the Ghost Academy coming up. Storm is completed, +2 attack started, +1 armor. He's getting Vikings. He's getting every single advantage, every upgrade in the book. Everything is working against Parting now.
Keen could take a 4th base if he wanted to.
Easily.
It's not even going to be a problem. killing the Templar was a big annoyance for Parting as well. He's up to 3 now, but he had to remake those. It's a lot of gas spent. You can notice his gas is a little bit low here, especially considering he doesn't have a third. This drop may cancel the third Nexus again, depending on how quickly Parting reacts.
He can shut it down once more. He has pylons in position, but it is all about the timing. And of course, with the observers on the map, Parting knows that another huge bioforce is headed his way. And that's what Keen gonna use in order to draw those units out of position and attack the third base. There they are, the Medivacs are moving in now.
Here he goes, dropping them in. Parting's got to react right away. Nexus not at full hit points yet because it's making. He's going to have to cancel it if he targets, and he does. Cancel.
There's the cancel, and he's trying to get out.
He only loses a single Marine. That's it.
Yeah, he lifts, and now another force in the mineral line.
He's trying to target down some Templar. He only got one, it looks like. And
eliminates. Yeah. Eliminates another probe. +2 armor also started now. 190 supply against 138.
He is just on fire today. Obviously, he's coming from an early advantage in this game, but he's really just following through in every way.
It is a very positional play that he uses. He knows that he has the bigger army, and he's always trying to draw the small force that Parting has to one side of his bases and then attacks the vulnerable one. It's a very smart play. He knows about his advantages, and he's using them without mercy. He's like a surgeon dissecting Parting.
Yeah. 6 turrets going up. Look at the minimap. You can see him around his base. You can see where those spots are where there's no chance of Warp Prism dropping DTs or anything. He's even checking for pylons like this one. Barely missed it.
He's building 3 additional orbital commands because he has the resources to do so. He is maxed out, and he is moving in again. He has a massive amount of Medivacs, 11 in total. He's lacking Vikings a little bit, but there is only 1 Colossus. Parting did not commit to Colossi, he committed to High Templars.
Yep. And look at this, he's got the Ghost to snipe him. The Templar are out of position. He wants to use them for flanks, but I don't think it's going to work out so well. He will get a good storm here at the back.
But only 1 or 2, and this is not enough. Parting's army is melting away like butter in the sun.
This game is over, man. He's GG.
GG, this is it. Parting takes another win and is now 3-0 in the group. He's still not in Code S yet. There are tiebreaker scenarios that involve Bjorn and Shine, which he couldn't end up being, but he has a perfect position right now.
Kian opened him like a Christmas present. That's what he found at that base. The second time he killed a Nexus was like that hidden present that he didn't know about after he was already playing with his new toys. He was like, what's that behind the Christmas tree? A Nexus? Well, I'll take that too.
Kian has 1 foot in Code S now. 1 foot in Code S. Yeah, he has the best chances of all of these players to advance, of course, with a 3-2.
He's the only player who has a flawless record. Yeah. No other player could even potentially have one.
And Keen is up against Trap in his next game, and Trap so far has been punching back in this group.
Yeah, and if he loses, he will become the sandbag player, going like the way of his teammate Mini yesterday, who went 0-3. In fact, Genius did the same as well. So far, in these up and downs, Frost is looking a little bit, they're having a rough time.
Yeah, Trap definitely has to win now if he wants to have a chance. If he loses the next game, it's going to be game over, I guess.
Well, Bjorn is pending in the lobby right now. He may have a technical problem.
The thing is also that Parting is now 1-2 in the group. Same score as ASD.
Yes. That means that when they play against each other, one of them will pull ahead. That's going to be the game after the current one.
Did you say Bjorn or Parting right now?
You said...
Whatever I said, I meant Parting.
I think you said Parting, though.
Bjorn could be on 2 wins and 1 loss. Same score as Shine. If he wins against Trap right now. If Trap takes the game, though, then he is on the same score as ASD and Parting. It's a very important game for Trap. Most important one of all.
Yeah, it certainly is. Here they are. Trap needs a win. The map is Whirlwind, a large map. But he's up against Bjorn, who can play the aggression in the early game. He can play the late game as well. He may do a Hellion drop or a Marauder Hellion on this map.
People ask, by the way, why Trap is out, if there couldn't be like a crazy tie situation between 5 people or anything like it if Trap now wins. So why is he out if he loses? And I want to elaborate a little bit on this. I didn't want to do it earlier because we didn't have the time. But the thing is that if Trap now loses, Bjorn is on 2 wins, and the same amount of wins that Shine has, and Bjorn and Shine have to play against each other later. So one of them will definitely end up with 3 points, and Keen already has 3 points. So there's just no way for Trap to get out of this.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
He can't do it.
If he loses now, he is out. There is no chance for him to advance. None whatsoever. No weird tie situation, no crazy constellation where we might have a tiebreaker. No, if he loses right now, it's over. Bjorn against Trap. It's the last chance for the STX Protoss. Will he take it? The Ghost King has other plans. Game is about to start here at the GSL Up and Downs. Hold on.